EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the MVP of the league back in 2016. It's Matt Ryan.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they have the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans.
Leonard Fournette.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, he'll drop to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Johnson going to get the handoff. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
First and 10. At their own 20.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. They go play action with Ryan. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Ryan. The man is Komet, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Jets 7.
Second and 3. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and...
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the one. They'll run it with Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. The defense didn't budge on third down. Now, what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold it.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Ryan. This is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Austin. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They'll try and run the option. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
And the Jets first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Jets.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Sack of the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure again. Down he goes again. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Loss of 9 yards. And it's 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with it. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
One that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow You can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. Nice, satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is right through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
First down run there for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better. He's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. For the left side, taken in by Kmet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. That's right. Inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll begin by running the option. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
The pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Got a man open, it's Ross. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To John Ross. That's the end of the 3rd.
Back now here live in New Orleans.
31.
It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Kelsey is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Down Jets.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a third and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And New York set to take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start with the option. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the run, it's Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the option, they go with Johnson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
1st down, New York.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ross. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
New York.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Jake Elliott.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Left side completion to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. On the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York ready to go again offensively. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tight end Kelsey. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. To throw now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team... It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Play action, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And his pass incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, nice spin.
Bad memories.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So the big tight end.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw again is Ryan. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. Without the previous penalty. That would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Third and 6.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Throwing again, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Being chased out left. Kelsey, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Fournette. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
A gain of 16.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Jesse Bates. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Fournette. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Second and 5. This is Fournette. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Our final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jets, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.